Hey everyone, this short video is about paper 2 and this time we're going to focus on section B, global development, which is topic B2. As always, thank you for watching. If you have found this useful, please click like. If you're not sure, just make a comment and I'll try and help you out. And as always, please subscribe. So we are focusing on section B and in particular B2, which is global development. We're going to have a walk through the 2018 paper, the questions, a little bit about the examiner commentary, and you can access this freely from the AQA website. The link is in the comment section below, and let's get looking at it. So B2, it's the same as every other topic on this paper. You'll get 3 questions. In this case, 16, 17 and 18. There will be 2 10 markers and a 20 marker. The 10 marker will always ask you to outline and explain something. The 10 marker, which follows, which is question 17, will always have a hook that you have got to find the hooks from the item and develop your knowledge from it. And the final one will always ask you for a 20 mark. It will ask you to evaluate some sort of argument so you can give for and against. Looking at question 16, this is your outline and explain 10 marker, of which you should be spending 15 minutes to answer it. What they are looking for is 2 chunky paragraphs, and the direction is to show that you can apply 2 areas of the specification and how one part will affect the other part. In this case, it's asking you for the impact of aid and how might that affect gender inequalities. So let's check out the examiner report just to see what you could have been writing. This question tested the ability of students to bring together their knowledge and understanding of 2 areas of the specification. In this case, it was aid and gender inequality. Many students were able to suggest ways in which aid may have increased or reduced gender inequality, with focused answers on aid aimed at education or health issues. There was recognition that aid might help girls achieve an education and improve their life chances, and that a patriarchal society, educational aid may benefit males more than females. There was some misunderstandings of aid, with some answers focusing on transnational corporations rather than the aid agencies and the IGOs. A final reminder about this 10 marker, where you're asked to outline and explain. You are getting the AO3 marks in the top band to show your analysis. There is no marks awarded for evaluation. Any evaluation that is there will not be credited. Just focus on analysing the 2 ways in which you have highlighted. The second 10 marker, which is question 17, you get the item for you to use, and also make sure that you are reading the question carefully. So the question was asking you to 2 ways in which globalization may bring about cultural change in developing countries. And you've got quite a few things that you need to be looking out for here, because we want globalization. It's talking about cultural change in specific and developing countries. You've got to find the hooks from the item in order to develop your knowledge. So we have got 1 hook here, which is greater availability of a wide range of consumer products. And the second hook that you could have possibly used is improved communication. Now remember, 10 marks, you should be spending 15 minutes to answer this question. According to the examiner report, there were some very good answers to this question, drawing on concepts such as hybridity and cultural imperialism. The main challenge was to move beyond describing material changes, such as availability of products, to the cultural consequences. And remember, the question was asking you about cultural. Okay, so what I would suggest that you do here is just make sure that you are doing the explain and you are starting to analyse some of these changes rather than just describing. And that might be something that you wish to practice in the coming up to paper 2 in the next couple of weeks. A final point on this one is just make sure that you are reading the questions carefully. Remember, it's asking you to draw your knowledge from the hooks that are given within the item, so make sure that you reference these, and that will just make sure that you are getting those application marks firstly. Remember, the AO3 for this one, to get yourself in the top band, should be analysis or evaluation. You can do either, and that might be something that you want to practice if you are aiming to get those top band answers. The final question, which is your 20 marker, of which you should be spending 30 minutes to answer, is asking you to use the item and your knowledge, evaluate a view. In this case, it's asking you to evaluate dependency theory, explanations of development and underdevelopment. So just reading that carefully, there is two parts to this question that the examiner is expecting you to address in order to move yourself up the mark schemes. Using the information from the item, because you have got the hooks once again, development and underdevelopment. You have got things here about developing factors outside of their control, which you could lead on with your knowledge, and also that development is difficult to achieve within the existing capitalist world system, which means that you can add on to that and interpret that and explain how and why that would occur. There is always a second part to an item, which is asking you to do the however, because remember, this question is asking you to evaluate, so they want you to give evaluative views or critical views of this theory and try to challenge it. Okay. According to the examiner report, most students showed good knowledge of theories of development and underdevelopment. Some concentrated on modernisation theory and others were unable for dependency theory to go beyond a brief outline of Frank's ideas with some supporting empirical evidence. So that might be something that you want to look at if you are planning any answers based around this theory. In explaining theories, students should be able to use the key terms used within that theory. In the case of dependency theory, these will include satellite and metropolis, colonialism, neo-colonialism, and chains of dependency. So that is a clear signal and a clear shout out that they want your answers to be conceptually rich, conceptually detailed, using the correct terminology to explain whatever theory is being asked. And that might be something that you want to take on board when prepping for paper 2. Better answers showed the awareness of the historical context of these theories, their relevance today and differences within the theories, and this will add to the analysis part of the answer and get you some of those analysis marks. So overall, what we have covered in this video tutorial is a look at the questions that appeared on 2018's paper with the examiner report, of which you can download freely. So if you want to have your own copy, you please download that and use it to inform your revision. Massive thank you for watching. If you have liked it, please click like, subscribe if you want to see any more. If you're not sure about what I'm trying to say or whatever, please leave a comment in the comment section below. And as always, have a great day, and in the words of my daughter, be good for the rest of the day.